My name is Lil Delgado, and I thought I'd share with you some of my experiences in life in dealing with poverty. I remember growing up with not having enough food in the household, going to food banks to pick up food, getting help for electricity. I remember growing up on electricity being cut off because we weren't able to pay the bill. I remember getting evicted and going from school to school to school and having a hard time focusing on education when I had to focus on what the next meal was going to be or if we were going to get kicked out. As a teenager or a preteen, I remember going to a group home in foster care because of some of the stuff that was going on at home, or being in and out um, of facilities that were for juvenile detention centers for problem kids. And I just remember, having no hope and saying, wow, man, what else bad can happen? Um, from there, it only got worse. Is when I turned 18, I ended up dropping out of school, and I was homeless at the time. And but eventually, I pulled myself out and ended up finding a job and had to deal with the difficulties of getting a job and keeping a job. And then I would get let go or laid off, and so it just it messed with your psyche a little bit and say, man, how am I supposed to come up in this world? How am I supposed to make ends meet? How am I supposed to, above, be above and rise above? Eventually I ended up um, finding a job at a nonprofit organization. Started at the bottom and ended up working my way up. And then as I spent more time at work and I worked hard and did what I had to do, I ended up getting promoted and wanted to make a difference. I grew up. All those faces that I saw that I was helping through my job, I, I wanted to help them because that was me. It wasn't like I understood. I lived it. It's not about, oh, I understand where you're coming from. No, I went through that. I mean, I've been there. I've lived it. I've seen it. It's a lonely place. It's a tough place. I just know that now is the time to help. I mean, with people that are still struggling after what's going on with COVID and what happened last year, and now we're recovering this year. The mission is to end poverty. It takes the people, and as a community, we can get through this. Again, I want to say thank you for listening to my experience and my story.